Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how you can make a teleporter in Roblox Studio. And before I start the video, if you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's hop into the video. Okay, so first we're going to make the, something that helps it look better. So what I'm going to do is just paint a block like this color, and then make it neon. In my opinion, this just looks good, and yours can be whatever you want. Now for the actual part that makes it work, you want to anchor it and make sure its can collide is off, so we can walk through it, and whenever we get teleported, we don't get stuck inside of it. Next, you want to duplicate it, and then move it up a tiny bit, and then also scale it up. And then the next step to this is just making the transparency 1. Now what you want to go ahead and do next is make a part where we will be teleported. So I'm just going to make us teleport here, and then you just want to move it into the ground a tiny bit. And that's the first half of the looks of it. Next you want to move it like that, and then I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees like this. And then move it over a tiny bit. And then I'm also, for the final step, just going to change the color of this to a green color. Just like that. And now we have the parts that we're going to be teleported to. So now I'm going to add some code so that whenever we touch this, we get teleported over here. When we touch this, we get teleported over here. Okay, so what we need to do next is just go inside this part and then insert a script. So go inside the part, and then you want to insert a script. And then after I finish coding this, I'll explain it all, but first we type in local ready equals true. Next type in script .parent.touch connect function hit. Hit just makes it easier to detect whenever we touch something. Next type in if ready equals true, then ready equals false, and then type in local humanoid equals hit .parent find first child humanoid. Next, type in if humanoid, and then add this tiny line equals nil. Then type in hit .parent, make sure that's capitalized, and then type in humanoid root part .cframe equals cframe.new, and then type in game .workspace. And then I forgot to do this, but the part that you want to teleport to, just name it something so that you can find it whenever you're doing this in the code. So I'm just going to name it teleport 1. So now I'm going to go back in and type in game.workspace at teleport1.position. And then next, we want to make something so that whenever we stop touching it, we can trigger this again. So type in script.parent.touch ended connect function hit. Next type in if ready equals false, then if hit .parent find first child humanoid, and then type in ready equals true. So what this code does is we create a variable so that we don't keep re-triggering this and then eventually break it. So now whenever we touch it, we add a variable to make it easier whenever we touch the humanoid, which is the player. we make sure it hasn't already been triggered, and if it isn't, we make it so that we can't trigger it again. Next, we make a variable so that every time we type in humanoid, like down here or here, we don't have to type in all this line of code. Next, we find like the humanoid, like all its parts, and then we move them over to where this part is, down here. And then, just so that we can trigger it again, we make it so whenever we stop touching it, we make sure that it's been touched up here. We make it so that we can touch it once again. So now for the other part, you want to press Ctrl+C and then close off the script. And I forgot to do it on this part as well. Name this teleport 2. And then you want to make sure that you go inside this part and then insert a script. And all we're going to do is press Ctrl+V on this code, but all we're going to do is go over here and change this to teleport 2. Alright, and that should be our script done. So whenever we touch this, we'll get teleported right here, and then we make it so whenever you touch this, we can get teleported back over to the original teleporter. Now what I recommend doing for this is make the part that I have right here, which is where you get teleported to, wherever you want, and then put this next to it so that we can get back to the original teleporter. But with that out of the way, let's hop in and test out our new teleporter. Right, in here. So now whenever we touch this, we should get teleported over here. So there we go. And then whenever we touch this, we should get teleported back over to the original teleporter. And we can just go in an infinite loop. But I definitely recommend using this in your game because it can make a lot easier for your players. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you'd like to support me, you can like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.